Oh my gosh, I am filming this video and there is literally 10 sleeps to Christmas. This year has gone incredibly fast, and I know for a lot of people it's been a particularly tough year. And Christmas can make that worse for people. I know that 61% of singles dread Christmas, more so than Valentine's Day or any other holiday. One of the reasons that is it powerfully reminds you of what you don't have. Christmas is meant to be about family, friendship, connection. And if you've broken up with someone, if you've had someone die, or you've divorced and you're sharing custody of your kids, it really is a sad, tough time. So I want to give you some tips to how to make the most of that time. Now, the first one that I want to say is don't judge yourself for being single. Maybe you're single because you want to be, or maybe you're single and you don't want to be. If you're single and you want to be, absolutely fine. Don't take other people's words to heart saying, why are you single? Why are you still single? We see all those Netflix movies where people hire someone for the holidays because they don't want those difficult questions. So don't judge yourself. If you're single and you don't want to be, I want to tell you it is just one moment in time. You're not going to be single forever. There is no lack of good singles out there. So this is just a moment in time. What I recommend is you make the most of the situation you find yourself in. So if you're, separated and this is your first year, you've got to share your kids, it can be tough. And I really acknowledge that. I know that when I separated, we came to an agreement that one of us would have Christmas Day and one of us would have Boxing Day. But the first time you spent it in a way that was different was hard. But what you need to do is look at some of the hidden benefits of being single. So you can reframe it in your mind. Instead of looking at what you don't have, look at what can be good. Now, for one, you do not have to go out and buy a present for someone that's difficult to buy for. That causes people a lot of stress. And you also don't have to spend your Christmas with relatives you might not have liked in the first place. So look at the benefits that you get to choose how you want to spend Christmas this year. And sometimes we're full of obligation, full of doing what other people want us to do, that we're not necessarily enjoying it. So it can be easy to look at what you don't have and what you're missing, but reframe it to what is good. Now, be kind to yourself. Really, don't fall to that judgment of everyone else. Don't judge yourself. Be kind. Now, my next point is to be real. Okay, if it's your first Christmas being single, if someone's passed away, if you've separated and it wasn't your choice, you need to be real and feel the feelings. Don't suppress them or try and push them away or put on a smiley face. Sometimes it's like trying to plaster a huge yellow smiley face over your misery. Stuffing those feelings down, you can only do it for so long before they come flying out. So what I want you to do is be able to feel the feelings, but the key is not to wallow. The key is not to be stuck in what you're feeling, okay? And there's a difference. So you can kind of feel sad, you can cry, you can grieve, but don't get stuck in that downward spiral of wallowing. Feel it and then let it go. That really is the key. Otherwise, it's almost like you're looking for what's bad, you're looking for more things that are sad, you're making yourself sad by your thoughts. So really stop the negative thoughts, feel them, and then don't get stuck in them, because it's very easy to get stuck. My next tip is don't leave Christmas to chance, because if you're alone and you haven't made a plan, it's going to make you feel worse. So if you don't have your kids or don't have something to do, use this year to do something you might have always wanted, where there's no obligation. Maybe you've always wanted to spend Christmas with your friends and you couldn't. Or maybe you wanted to go camping, or you wanted to sit in your pajamas watching a video marathon. Make a plan of what you want to do and make the most of it, okay? You could make a plan of having everyone over that's got nothing to do for Christmas. You could have an orphan's Christmas. You could do something that guarantees other people feel good, which also makes you feel good. My next tip is to make a list of people who put a smile on your face. And in this Christmas period, literally schedule in time to spend with them, because when we're around positive people, it lifts us up and it makes us feel better. So if you schedule that in, it will lift your spirits up. The other thing that you can do is have a support person. Often when we're stuck in our thoughts in our head, they get worse and worse. I don't know if you've ever felt that just saying them out loud, they don't seem nearly as bad. Being able to have someone you can talk about how hard things are so you can let it go is really helpful. Now, if you don't have a friend, you could get a professional person. Now, the other thing, focus on giving. Sometimes we can be so focused on what we don't have, but when you lift the focus on other people, it instantly makes you feel better. Now, we've gone through this difficult year where we couldn't spend time with people. To be honest, being able to spend time with people who matters, being able to give to people. Now, if you don't have money and COVID's affected you, simple things can make people happy. Be creative with homemade gifts. It can make a difference. Perspective is my next tip. It's only one day in 365. This too will pass. Now, my next tip is to try something new. Get out of your comfort zone. Your comfort zone really is the death zone. Go out and meet some new people. There's a lot of meetup groups that have Orphans Christmas, that have events. Go look for something outside of your comfort zone. I run Dare to Date, and every year I run an annual singles party. Mine's on Sunday the 20th in Fremantle, Western Australia. If you've got nothing on, come down. You can meet some new friends, people who are in the same situation, and you might even meet someone you like. So do something outside of your comfort zone. You never know what might come from it. My final tip is to get excited about what's to come. Instead of getting stuck in the past and what's going wrong, start to think about how you want your future to be. Create new traditions around Christmas, new traditions that make you happy. Maybe your life didn't turn out how you wanted. Maybe things didn't go according to plan, but create a new plan that will make you happy. My name's Debbie Rivers. I'm a relationship coach. I hope whatever you're doing, you're being kind to yourself. And I want to wish you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to you and the people you care about. Thank you.